Hey YouTube universe, hope everyone's doing well. This is going to be a video for a contest entry that Tavis is having for Valentine's Day. How are you doing, Tavis? This is for you. I hope you enjoyed these choices. I had a hard time narrowing down some songs, but I grabbed what I could quickly, and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of share some songs with you that I hope you might enjoy. Most of these songs are actually special to me for one reason or another. So I'm going to start off with a few songs that are related to my wife and I. So I'm going to start off with this album, and our forever love song from this record is "Get Lucky." When we were dating at the time, "Get Lucky" was like the big hit on the radio, and we drove around for a long time in the 4 years that we were dating, and "Get Lucky" was always on the radio for some reason. And for some reason, we weren't listening to a CD or anything when we were on the car. So that kind of became like our staple song, our love song. So "Get Lucky" has always been a special song, and the whole album. I mean, this whole album is perfect from beginning to finish. So sometimes when we take a long trip, we pop in the CD and enjoy this album. Okay, the next one I have, it's also related to my wife. Comes from the Chuck Reagan Covering Ground album, and this is not your typical kind of rock music. There's some punk elements, there's some bluegrass elements, a lot of folk rock elements into this. So he has been a special also artist in our lives because we've seen him live a few times. So definitely a beautiful album. And why I'm choosing this is because the song "Wish on the Moon" is one of the songs I played for my wife before I proposed to her, as we were hanging out at the beach around midnight. I played a few songs. There's a kind of like a whole ritual I did before I proposed to her, but I played "Wish on the Moon" off this record for her before I proposed to her. The next one's also related to my wife. Comes off this album, Jack Johnson, "In Between Dreams," another perfect album from beginning to finish. The last three I just showed. "Better Together," it's a beautiful song. And also in our first year of marriage, I used to play Banana Pancakes. The first year of marriage that we were married on Saturday mornings. So definitely a special record. We played this morning, and I made pancakes this morning, and my son enjoyed them. My wife enjoyed the pancakes I made. So yeah, it's kind of like reminiscing some moments with this record. Crazy story. On a side note, I had an ex-girlfriend that ended up dating the drummer from this band, the early 2000s. All right, let's move on to some classics. We got the Delphonics, beautiful song, "Lala" means I love you. Nothing more left to be said, but terrific classic, perfect album from beginning to finish. Yeah, I'm sure you are familiar with this record. Next, we're gonna go into my teenage years. One of my songs that I really enjoyed was a cover song by the Ramones called "Needles and Pins." Here it is. It's on side one. "Needles and Pins." I just love that song. I used to put that song on repeat, and I recently found maybe 2 years ago. Recently found the 45 for that single off that record. Next one's an all-time classic. Sure you're familiar. The song off this album, "Waiting for a Girl Like You." Definitely beautiful composed song as far as rock goes. Next I'm going to change it up a little bit. Here is a love song to God. Here's a worship album by Hillsong. Been trying to find this record, but it's always around the 200s, and it's hard to find. Relentless. It's a beautiful love song to God. It was a single off this record that a lot of people enjoyed. As far as this is also just a perfect album, perfect from beginning to end. But Relentless and Heartbeats, those are just beautiful songs to God. If you have not heard those songs, the songs are just powerful. There was another single off this. I'm trying to remember if it was this record that they released. Oh, Oceans was the big hit off this album. Let's change it up to my childhood. This is Spanish music. This is Leodan, the legend. No one else sings love songs like Leodan. Don't remember if he actually wrote his songs, but Leodan, just an amazing legend. Every song he sang was a classic, instant classic. Como te extraño, mi amor. It has all the classic. Esa pared, he prometido, definitely all-time classic. Que tiene la niña. Yo sé que no es feliz. Mari es mi amor. Perfect songs. I used to listen to these songs during parties when I was young. My parents, my dad would play Lato de Odan. This is a CD from 1987 that I was able to acquire, and just any song from Leodan that you listen to definitely touch your emotions. Another classic from my teenage years, Kiss Me, was the single off this album from Sixpence None the Richer, so definitely had to include that one. Another Spanish rock album, but Afuera. I just think that was a beautiful song from the 90s. Beautiful love song. And this next one's touching. My dad recently passed away, and I've been listening to a lot of music that he enjoyed. Of course, I've been listening to other stuff that I enjoy, but I've been going through his collection, some of the stuff that I was able to grab. There's still a lot more that I need to go through. But this album, this is one of his tapes, and I found this album, and this album was just perfect from beginning to end. I used to listen to Mana a lot in my 20s when I was younger, and I popped this a couple of weeks ago when I grabbed it from my dad's place, and listened to this with my son, and he really enjoyed a few of the songs on here. We danced to them, so now it's become like a special album. But every song on here, it's a beautiful hit. De pies a cabeza, Oye mi amor, just all these songs are Spanish classics. Any party, they'll play Mana. So happy to have this. My dad's tape of a classic album. This also includes some bonus tracks on here. So really happy. It sounds beautiful for a really old tape, and it's in great condition. Here's another one from my teenage years. It's a classic album, and the song that I love from this love song is "Only in Dreams." It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. I remember listening to this on prom night, as after prom, driving towards our second location. We were listening to some Weezer in the car. Another album that I think is just a beautiful love song to God is John Coltrane's Love Supreme. And yeah, just another perfect album, acknowledging God's love, having resolution and pursuing God, and then ending with the psalm on this album. Just stuff that these artists, that everything I've shown, have created, are just amazing. Here's another one from my teenage years, another album that I really, really love, and the song, I think this is another perfect album from beginning to end, but the song "Stand Inside Your Love" is just beautiful, and this is one of the albums that is just has beautiful artwork. Great detail went into just putting this album together. I'm not sure if they have a record for this. After this, there was a part 2 bootleg that came out that Billy Corgan only released for a few friends. So there was only a few copies of CDs made. So I'm hoping to someday acquire a copy at some point. I think I only have a digital copy here. But just the artwork of this album is just phenomenal. Here's the song "Stand Inside Your Love." Take a look at the lyrics. "You and me meant to be immutable, impossible, it's destiny, pure lunacy, incalculable." Just give this song a try. Show you a quick artwork here. Just beautiful, beautiful. It's one of my favorite album titles as well. Machina, the Machines of God. Excellent album. Can't forget about Sade. "Cherish Today." No Ordinary Love, and there's just so many beautiful songs that Sade has made. And I'm just gonna end with a beautiful comic here with some love from Storm and Forge. Just one of the cool love stories from comics. And I want to wish everyone a great Valentine's Day. I hope everyone's been well. Tavis, thank you for having this contest. Haven't been making this type of videos in a while, so it's kind of good to jump back and start making some videos like these. Be in peace with yourself. Be in peace with everyone around you guys. Love your loved ones. Enjoy your time with them. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you, Tavis. God bless you. And I hope everything is well. God bless you.